time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And what's going on, Gore N More? Gore Hounds. Holy fuck. I'm going to fuck that up right from the get-go. Let's bring that back.
So it's not just TJ that strokes out.
Nope. What's up, Gore Hounds? Welcome to the illustrious shit show that is the Gore N More podcast. I am your interim fluffy cunt boss, Mr. Big Johnny D. And with me, as always, is the Dark Lord of Knowledge, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And he is back from action. Would you do a little schooling last week? The Mr. Killing Machine himself.
I had some schoolwork to take care of, but I'm back and I'm here to stay.
Yes, the Killing Machine himself, Mr. Bobby Amone.
What's up?
So, yes, welcome, Gore N More. It is the 16th of November, and we are here to talk about Prince of Darkness. But first,
Yes, we are.
as always, does anybody else want to take it this week? Chad, Bobby?
Oh, I cannot hit those notes,
Bobby?
I can't do that.
All right, fuck it. If you don't want to, I'll do it.
Sure, I'm about to embarrass myself. but
Do
it's
it.
that time of the show for you.
Slice of life.
Very
Big Johnny
nice.
D.
Not bad.
You start with me? Oh, you fucker. All right. Well, sir, actually, I had a pretty chill week. Didn't really do much this weekend, which is kind of like, you know what, as an adult, sometimes it's nice to just say, you know what, I didn't do anything. Fuck it. I mean, you know, besides the normal bullshit of like chores and whatever, played some video games, all that good shit. Funny story for y'all. You know, obviously anybody on my friends list already knows, but Friday was a nice little surprise, and I was already kind of told ahead of time it was coming, but it still was nice to see it on the porch. But gentlemen, I don't know about you guys, but you ever get like the weird hankering sometimes where you're just feeding in shit for a really long time?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just get that itch, you have no idea why, and you just do it for like 2-3 weeks straight, and you're just like, I fucking need this. I don't know. Anyways, so that's my wife right now on fucking Andy Cap's hot fries, and I was going out probably every like couple weeks, dude, just get like a bag here and there from the grocery store or the gas station and shit, which isn't a big deal, but whatever. So she comes home the other day. She's like, no, don't make fun of me. She's like, don't make fun of me. It's like, why? She's like, I may have bulk ordered hot fries. I was just like, all right. And like, what are we talking bulk order? Because in my head, I think bulk, dude, I'm like 36 bags. You know what I mean? Like, holy fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. Like, you're thinking, like, I'm going to go fill up a grocery store or something. You know what I mean? But then again, hot fries and all that good shit isn't really in combination there. So they come in 12 packs. So not as ridiculous as what it actually is when you say orders in bulk. On top of the fact, dude, they're only like $80 for a 12. So they're less than $1 a bag.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's like really like, you know, and I'm thinking actually a couple friends, because they saw that post, literally followed suit, dude, and ordered fucking bulk.
I remember when
The funny thing is, like my wife even just said in the chat here that I just bought a big bag that night too.
Right. And yeah.
hot fries were the shit in high school. Like they were the crack cocaine. Like if you had a bag of hot fries, you were trading for shit. Like, I swear to God,
Is it just me?
I'm not even lying.
Is it just me, or are they not as hot as they used to be?
I haven't had them in a while.
You know what, man? I'm not gonna lie. I can't do them anymore, man. I just can't handle this. I can't handle the hot anymore, man. So usually I just go cheddar or ranch, and I haven't found them in a fucking minute, man. But they used to have Andy Cap steak fries.
Yes,
And they're the big fat boy.
too.
No. Fuck that. I mean, the barbecues are good, but dude, I always went with the chili cheese, man. Because if you could find them, those were like the fucking.
Yeah,
That was like the filet mignon of shitty snacks.
At one time, those kind, or maybe not.
What's that?
The ones you're talking about, weren't they like a limited run they did of those?
I have no idea, dude. I was in high school when that shit was, dude. So you were like shitting your pants at that. Chad was out banging bitches in college, and
I never went to college.
I didn't say you were in college. I said they were in college.
Apparently, it is confirmed right here that I used to do crack.
I mean, you did quote that, dude. I think we do have a man behind the scenes recording this at the time being. So
I don't remember what I say anymore, but hopefully
Yes.
it's against me in criminal mischief in the future.
Your mom went to college. So I got to go with Jaggy just for the shout out because Dr. Pepper was my morning coffee as well in school. I loved it. But back to the slice of life. Other than that, man, just did a little bit of gaming. Didn't do any streaming or anything this week. Just like kind of held tight or laid back, and just played with some friends and bullshit like that. And watched this awesome movie. And because of Chad, I also have now a new streaming service to fucking pick through. One of many, but I was just like, what the fuck is Peacock? We'll talk about that later. Other than that, been pretty chill. Bobby, how you been, man? We haven't seen you in a little bit.
It was a busy week.
Yeah, update us.
It was a busy week last week, and well, this week's going to be busy as well. But it just so happens today was not as busy as last week, so tomorrow will be. But this weekend was very chill. Was at my girlfriend's Saturday night, and then Sunday was football Sunday with my brother and our cousin, and that's it. It was a very chill weekend. There was no other plans. So that literally was it. But last week was busy, so this week's going to be busy again. And then I'm starting to look at different things to potentially cosplay for next year. But, with COVID and shit,
Nice.
See how that all goes. I might just put them together and be like, well, they're ready. Just needs to get rid of this shit.
Yeah, I hear you on that one, bud.
But, I unfortunately did not receive 2 boxes worth of hot fries. Although
No. It was one 12-pack of cheddar, 1 12-pack of hot.
Oh, nice. So it was a nice little mixture there.
I didn't call them. I'm just like, they're all hot fries to me. So it's that way.
Wait, they said they can't hear you, Bobby.
You can't hear me? Can you guys
I can hear you fine.
I can hear you.
Jackie just said she can't hear you, but I can hear you fine.
Say my mic is on. She just said turn it on. My mic is on.
Alyssa or Steph, if you're still in here, Greg, Sean, you guys hear Bobby fine? Let us know.
Yeah, can you guys hear me? Let me know in the comments. But other than that,
Say for audio listeners, this still should be good because, like I said, for Chad and I, it's coming through fine.
yeah,
I can hear you
I
perfectly
can hear
fine.
you guys fine. I hear myself too.
Overlord says good. Sean
Yeah,
says
they
good.
can hear
Sorry,
you.
Bobby. Keep on going, bud.
We're good. But yeah, chill weekend, and that's pretty much it. So this week, I'm ready to get it over with already, and it's Monday, except for this
It
show.
is.
I'd like to redo this show all the time. Chad, what about you, buddy?
Well, like normal, had a nice week of work. It was actually pretty calm and pretty easy going. So we actually got ahead. So Friday, we got to take a half day off. So I put in my hours. I put in my PTO. I got home. We ordered lunch from the local Chinese restaurant. And about 10 minutes after I sit down after ordering lunch, I get a knock at the door. And it's my father-in-law. He says, hey, get all 3 kids ready. I'm taking them for the night.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So me and the wife got, we got to have lunch and then sent the kids on their way. My wife looks at me, is like, we got the day to ourselves. I want to go to Butler and finish Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
So I said,
buddy.
okay. So we went to Butler. We finished our Christmas shopping. We had a pretty good time. I went to Target and found this bad boy.
Oh,
a
shit.
Two-necked Mason, which is of course my
I was going to say your
favorite.
personal fave.
Yeah, and he's not out of the box yet. He will be as soon as I get time, and I will put him in my little shadow boxes right over there. A little place of honor, as he is my favorite. My kids were pretty thrilled with it. But also Friday night, since we were in the neighborhood, I went to visit a very good friend of ours.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I went to see the boss man himself.
That's right. And
Yeah.
how was that nice, lovely visit?
It was nice. It was a quick little visit. I mostly wanted to drop off Taryn's little baggie of Chucky toys that I found for her.
I'm sure she was excited.
Well, she wasn't there, unfortunately. So I didn't
Oh,
see her.
okay. Oops, sorry.
But TJ did say she was very happy with what she got. She's very appreciative, and she got some really cool Chucky swag out of it. And also right before we left, my wife turns to me and said, so ever since February, I've been saving money up to get you a PS5. So unfortunately, that's the picture. I took that picture.
You know what that means? He's giving the thumbs up to let everybody know that it's okay. He's okay. Chad did just barge it.
But
Taking
no,
you.
but she wasn't able to get me one, and it's just too much of a hassle to try and get one on Black Friday. So she's like, "Hey, since I saved you money, we got like $450 extra to spend."
Nice.
So we got some extra money. We spent it on Christmas stuff, and actually we still have most of it. But then she sweet talked me into getting a couple games.
Oh,
So I
okay.
picked
This
up-
makes. I was gonna say you did drop that little collection there you got.
Yeah,
so.
she talked me into getting Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Watch Dogs Legion, and Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Which, thank you, by the way. I honestly, I feel stupid. I didn't realize that was for fucking PS4 as well. I thought it was literally PS5 exclusive. So I was like, oh man.
No, the nice thing is all three of those games are PS5 upgradable, so I'll have those as soon as I get a PS5.
Sweet.
So I'll have 3 free games basically whenever I do get it eventually, which probably won't be until, March or whatever. I'm not that worried about it. I've heard it's been having problems right out of the bat anyway. So
Yeah, I mean, well, dude, you run into that with any like first drop, you know what I mean? Like that always
yeah, I know.
happens.
I never bothered getting a system right out of the.
Oh, what's up, Brody?
Anyway.
Yeah, I always wait like 6 months
Yeah,
at least.
You
yeah,
got
it's best to wait a while.
You got to wait for that first the second version drop, dude, for sure. Or some kind of like special edition. Apparently,
Do I
Yeah,
still
his-
sound good? Do I sound good to you guys?
you
Check
sound
your wire. It
fine.
might be loose because it did sound a little quiet and then it got real loud again.
That is, yeah. It
Wire's,
sounded like that was when
wire's
you
good.
came-
Wire's in.
You sound fine on my end. So.
Everything here is in.
We apologize for technical difficulties, but
I
we did
just
warn you. This is the
Adjusted my
shit show.
levels.
This is the shit show.
Yes.
But yeah, like I said, continuing on. Then we had a nice date night Saturday night with some of my wife's friends and us. We had a nice time. Went out and had a nice Mexican dinner, and came back and played cards. Oh, and by the way, did anybody watch any Jason movies on Friday the 13th?
No,
yes,
I
and
actually
played
did
the game.
Not sadly.
I watched part 2.
I had to settle for part 6 because it was the only thing available on Prime that I didn't feel like paying for. And I couldn't I couldn't watch any of the DVDs because I was installing Watch Dogs Legion at the time.
I was gonna say, I was like, dude, didn't you literally just get the fucking box set?
Yeah, like
Yeah, but
come on,
I had a
man.
game loading, so I just like screw it. I'll just watch this while it's loading.
Do you?
TJ also watched part 6. How about that?
I
And
was gonna
Freddy
say,
vs. Jason.
yes. I watched part 2 and Freddy versus Jason. Then I played a little game, and then what did I end it with? Part 5, randomly enough. I don't know why.
Did you have any trouble finding a lobby, or were you able to get into a game real quick?
Dude, I actually got into the lobby like relatively fast, like twice. And if anybody watched my stream, oh my god, I know I'm terrible. So you will laugh. But
Dude, I haven't played that game in like a year, so I'd probably be just as bad.
oh, I'm so
Friday the
bad,
13th?
dude. Yeah, it's just and of course, like I literally loaded up as Jason first round. I was like, well, at least the server itself shouldn't fuck up because I should be host, correct? Because I'm Jason. Dude, no, it's still like apparently I wasn't host, and the host still like fucked us up, man. When I got like 4 kills in, like I just
I
started
hate
getting
when
the
they do that.
groove, and then like something fucking happened. I was like, did it glitch? Did it glitch? And then all of a sudden, like after a minute, it popped up. It was like host kicked you or some bull. I was like, what? Fuck off.
The fact that it still has so many glitches and shit, like after all this time.
Listen, man,
Well,
the
they
game
shut
is
down.
bad, dude.
They shut down. Yeah, they shut down the dedicated servers, so you're gonna have disconnects like that all the time now.
Oh,
Yeah, we mentioned this last week, dude, when it happened, but I still wanted to try it out. You know what I mean? Just to see it. Obviously, it's the first weekend after it is Friday the 13th, so people were still going to be playing like a
Of
motherfucker.
course.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, give it 3 weeks. Let's give it like 3 months, and we'll see where it's at. But I still feel like it's still going to have its regs.
yeah.
That's really gonna suck if they do finally shut down the servers because everybody's gonna lose everything.
I don't think they'll shut down the servers. I just think they're like, we're not going to clean them up anymore. So good luck. Like, and I always say that because, like, dude, so Ghostbusters, the video game, when it came out on last gen for PS3 and Xbox 360, Xbox 360 servers are still fucking going, bro. PS3 got shit on like years ago, and the new fucking Redux one that just came out, Yeah, they fucked that multiplayer too. They didn't even give it to you. They were like, "Yeah, we'll get it to you." Nah, we're not.
Nope.
So, but you know what? Enough of that shit. I think we should.
Yeah, let's talk about Prince of Darkness.
Yeah. So, does anybody else want to do the rundown, or you want me to do the normal list rundown, and we'll go from there?
You
I'll
go.
go ahead and do it.
You want to do it?
I'd never get to do it. So,
I'll go right ahead.
Prince of Darkness, 1987, directed by John Carpenter, whose name speaks for itself. I think we're all quite familiar with his work in independent films.
Who was he?
Independent filmmaker, but he's getting loan. Written by John Carpenter as Martin Quatermass, produced by Larry J. Franco, and starring the great Donald Pleasance as Priest. That is his only name in the movie.
Bullshit.
Victor Wong. What? Victor Wong from Big Trouble in Little China as Professor Howard Barak. Jameson Parker as Brian Marsh. Lisa Blount as Catherine Danforth. Dennis Dunn as Walter. Susan Blanchard as Kelly. Ann Howard as Susan. Ann Yen as Lisa. Ken Wright as Lomax. Dirk Blocker, whose name is perfect for porno movies, as Mullins.
It is.
Jesse, that is. It's like Dirk Diggler.
As soon as so if anybody doesn't know who he is on oh my god, now I'm gonna fucking blank. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and he's one of like the big dopey cops that are always like chilling at the table.
Oh yeah. Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So like I kind of knew his name from that, but dude, you look at that name and for some reason that just stands out, and I don't know why.
It almost looks like it says Dick Blocker.
Maybe that's exactly what it is. So you're just like, wait, Dirk, what? Dirk Blocker.
When I hear that, I think of that South Park episode, Dirk.
Oh,
so continuing on. Jesse Lawrence Ferguson as Calder, Peter Jason as Dr. Leahy, Robert Grassmere as Frank Wyndham, Tom Bray as Etchinson, and Alice Cooper as the street schizo.
yeah.
I loved that he was in this movie and he made him. Never mind. Continue.
Music by John Carpenter and Alan Howarth. Cinematography by Gary B. Kibbe. Edited by Steve Merkovich. Distributed by Universal Pictures. Released October 23rd, 1987. Runtime 101 midgets. Budget of $3 million. Grossed $14.1 million. Not bad.
Damn.
Yeah.
Much more successful than last week's film, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, They Live wasn't bad. No.
Yeah, last week was me and you, dude. We did.
That's right.
Yeah. We did Lost Boys Part 2. No.
Near Dark. That's right.
That's right. Oh, man.
So, gentlemen, anybody want to say my line?
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Nice.
I wish we got more with that dying priest.
Right?
Anyone in close proximity has the same dream.
What is it?
A secret that can no longer be kept. It started a month ago.
What started?
A change in the earth and the sky. His power.
There's a weird locking mechanism. Looks like it can only be opened from the inside.
A life form is growing out of prebiotic fluid. It's not winding down into disorder. It's self-organizing. It's becoming something. What?
Who doesn't love waking up to damn it.
That's like almost the whole movie right there.
Right? I mean, you get the beautiful, handsome Tom Atkins wannabe. And
Right? He was very Tom Atkins-esque.
That is safe to say. It's what you
Bro.
get.
If
He had
he
a
was not
sweet
trying to
form
pull a
mustache.
Tom Atkins, come on, man. Like,
Actually, he really wasn't, because his personality was so not as snappy.
Because he's not Tom Atkins. That's
Exactly.
why.
I don't know, but he did pull a Tom Atkins by scoring the redhead.
Thank you. Because I literally had to note that while watching the fucking movie. And I was like, bro scored in the first 20 minutes of the movie, totally pulled an Atkins. Like,
I don't know how he did it because he totally dropped the ball when he's talking to her.
apparently not.
I guess.
Apparently he said the right thing. Like, I know it was kind of weird to hear the like the sexist talk and everything like that, because I was just like, wow, this is like 80s still. You know what I mean? Like, it just, but
somehow,
yeah, but he literally was like, hold on, let's flip this. Slide scene in bed. Like, perfect.
I honestly, it was the mustache.
It was, dude. It is
the power
a
of the stash.
damn good stash, though.
It was very well in the manicure.
Do you think she took a mustache ride?
Oh, guaranteed.
Oh, bro, that's not even a
no doubt.
You know, like, I could have had that for a big question, but I think we already knew the answer to that. You know what I mean? Oh shit. Fucking A. Dude, this so good.
Who wants to read? You want me to read it?
I want you to read
yeah.
it because you haven't
do it,
been
buddy.
here. That's why.
I sure can.
All right.
All right. A sinister secret has been kept in the basement of an abandoned Los Angeles church for many years. Only in Los Angeles, seriously. With the death of a priest belonging to a mysterious sect, another priest opens the door to the basement and discovers a vat containing a green liquid. I don't know, it kind of looked like that licorice liquor. It's pretty good shit.
Licorice liquor.
That's exactly what it was.
That sounds horrible.
I was gonna say that.
It's wonderful when you're drunk already. All right.
Well, that could be said about a lot of things, but
shut up. The priest contacts a group of physics graduate students to investigate it. Unfortunately, they discover that the liquid contains the essence of Satan himself. And they also discover that he will release his father, an all-powerful anti-God. So, real quick, that's the essence of Satan himself. That's a lot of sperm.
which can be noted that he shot it directly into the married woman's mouth, dude. Like, he knew.
I never even made that connection.
Really?
I was waiting for someone.
That was literally the first thing I thought about. I was like, oh, he just fucking cum shot at her, dude. Like,
wow.
Perfect. Like, oh, she started choking on it, dude. Like, oh my God.
I should have made that connection.
Anyway,
Chad's like, I got to rewatch it now, dude.
The liquid later comes to life itself, turning some of the students into zombies as the devil comes forward to release his father. Will these students be able to stop him? Now I can't fucking watch this movie the same ever
so,
again.
Thanks, John.
I feel like
Thanks, John.
zombies is kind of like a loose term here.
I wouldn't say zombies.
Yeah.
But it's really not, because they were killed and then they came back.
I would still say they're more possessed.
They're more
like
yeah.
So they're more like Deadites then.
Yeah.
If so,
I mean, I don't know if I could argue that one, because
they're kind of plain looking Deadites.
See, I don't think they all
I
necessarily.
didn't say they were, but they're kind of like it, where they're, basically more or less dead corpses reanimated by demons.
See, I thought the first couple didn't actually like get killed in any way. Because, like, you remember,
the girl actually didn't get killed.
Right, the girl got shot in the throat, and then she got what I considered possessed. And then she possessed the Asian girl, and then the rest of them got killed, but then they, like, brought them back with it? I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? Like,
something along those lines.
This is kind of a little trippy movie, dude, for sure.
This was, yeah. This
Um,
was an interesting period.
So I will say this was my first actual watch. And I'm happy to note that we're going to be continuing the trilogy soon enough, because I haven't seen that one either.
Oh, you want to talk about a wicked movie?
Well, yeah, we will in 2 weeks.
But
teasers. This movie was interesting. I'm not going to say it was phenomenal by any means.
No, but it's very underrated.
It was a good watch. A little bit of a slow burn in the beginning, so anybody who hasn't seen it, I'll give you that heads up.
Yeah.
At least I thought.
No, it's a lot like Fog in that essence too.
Yes, I would agree on that. Other than that, I mean, dude, you got Carpenter behind it, so you know it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's got that great Carpenter synth score going on,
dude. And I was thinking like this came actually out before They Live, and I was wrong on that. They Live was after that.
Yeah,
the soundtrack though and everything, man, like perfect. It was a great movie. It fits very well with that vibe.
I think this was also the last film that Carpenter and Pleasance worked on in his career.
Because when did Pleasance pass?
95. Halloween 6 was his last movie.
Yeah, and he passed before it came out even.
He did Halloween 4 the following year, then Halloween 5. But I think this is the last time him and Carpenter collaborated on something, because they were actually really tight. Like,
I think you're right.
Forward.
I'm just going to shout out Brody here. I agree. It is better than The Fog.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least I personally thought.
On a lot of levels better than The Fog, but at the same time, it's also not to trash the movie, but not saying too much.
I disagree, but only because I really like The Fog, because, I saw it as a kid and it kind of stuck with me.
But we didn't we get what's her name's titties in that?
No.
I went get titties in The Fog.
No.
Wait.
There were no. Tom Atkins got to see him, not us.
When did he hook up with fucking Laurie Strode there?
That was The Fog.
That was The Fog? I thought we got to see her titties in that.
Nah, we didn't get titties.
No?
Nah.
Damn. Seen too many movies with her, dude. They're just blending together now.
I hate to quote Scream, but you never see Jamie Lee Curtis's titties until Trading Places.
Oh.
I think Trading Places was the year after.
No, Trading Places was 1983. Oh my God.
That looks like a Phasmophobia shot, dude. Like Brody's the ghost, and we just took the snapshot before he's about to choke the shit out of us.
Speaking of Phasmophobia, did you see in the update they're going to make it so that dead characters will come back as ghosts to haunt you?
I mean, you already come back as Ghost Vision, but okay. Super quick side note. I want to be, if I'm coming back as a ghost, I'm doing I want what Scuba Steve said. If I'm a fucking ghost, I want to be able to fight the other fucking ghost. God damn it. You know what I mean? Like, we should be on the same level at this point.
It was on Bloody Disgusting today. Hold on. Let me check real quick and see what it said.
But you know what? While we're checking that out, we should listen in from Brody and see what he says about this.
Yes, get him up here.
Movie.
Hello, this is your DKB all the way from Australia, and today I'm going to be talking about John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness. Now, this was one of those films that I was I hated this film. I honestly hated it.
Oh my God. All right, I got to read that. Audio listener.
Upon repetitive viewings, I appreciate it even more. I understand the theme and tones, which they certainly deliver on. This film is very underrated. And I can understand it's a film that can divide John Carpenter fans. Like, it's a bit, but he was trying something new, and I appreciate that, especially with Carpenter. He's got that Lovecraftian, well, I don't know, sense, you could sort of say. Like, obviously The Thing, this, and In the Mouth of Madness, and also those three being in his Apocalypse trilogy. It's original, it's different, it's definitely got the violence there, which I like. And Donald Pleasance is in this film, so you can't go wrong there. I haven't really got much to say about this film other than the fact that I really enjoyed it. Obviously, cinematography is great, like always. It is a Carpenter film. Great film. I'm going to have to give this film a Gore N More score of a 3.5.
All right.
Seems fair for me. Very interested to hearing what you boys decide on the score, and I shall catch you next week. Peace.
Thank you so much, Mr. D.
We love you, Brody, man.
Oh man, DKB, Jesus Christ, dude. Him and I actually had a discussion because I wanted to fucking like type him in when we were streaming, and him and I literally couldn't remember for a second. I was like, wait, is it BK or DKB. And like him and I went for like 5 minutes, and I was like, wait, no, it's doppelganger gang of
You had to fucking think about it. It's like,
right, dude? I was like, so say that shit 5 times fast, dude. Like, fuck.
Okay, so here it is. Originally, when a player met their demise, they spent the rest of the round in limbo where they can see the ghost and other players. Now, dead players can grab non-equipment objects and toss them around to mess with their friends who are still looking for the ghost.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. And shitty at the same time, because you're gonna get some douchebag friends, dude. Oh man. Brody. So for our audio listeners that heard us bust out laughing right during Brody's speech, I didn't want to interrupt that, but he said, haha, that is me playing Phasmophobia and pulling my dick at the same time.
And I'm gonna give him a little clap for that.
Ah, thank you. Yes. So 3.5. I think we're gonna use that like last week. We'll use that for our TJ score. So
yeah, I think that's very fair.
Yep. Let's see, gentlemen. So we kind of discussed. We got our fan view.
Mm-hmm.
I think we take a peek behind that curtain. What do you say?
All right, that sounds good.
Chad, I want to hear what you got because this film's got quite a bit.
I've got some good stuff. You ready, guys?
Go for it.
Alice Cooper originally asked John Carpenter if he could come to set just to watch a special effect, due to Cooper's manager also producing the film. Carpenter eventually decided to offer Cooper a role as the leader of the anti-God worshipping street people. Ironically, Cooper became a born-again Christian later on in life.
Yeah, it was probably right around the same time, too.
When Dr. Leahy introduces himself to Dr. Barack, Peter Jason wasn't expecting Victor Wong to walk away in the middle of the scene. Jason's subsequent confused appearance and awkwardness is natural and unscripted.
Huh. Actually, that would explain that. Now that
hey, man, I guess what works best, right?
Walk away.
Alice Cooper used the bike impalement trick in his stage shows prior to this movie. The bike he uses in the movie was his own personal prop.
That's awesome, and I liked it because it was very weird.
Yeah, you never see somebody
It's like Alice himself.
You never see somebody stabbed by a bike. It's like with Halloween 4. Michael grabs a rifle, stabs a guy with a rifle.
Right. Yeah. But it's like, it's not even a bike. It's like a half a bike. Even better. Like
Cooper stabs you with a bike, but he's a sweetheart of a guy.
Little side note, and I was really hoping it was gonna happen, but I was hoping that they would have like, because the way he landed on the wheel, I was gonna hope like he was gonna like roll down the alleyway, dude.
It should have rung the little bell. Ding ding.
Did it have it on that end?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that
was on the other side.
Yeah. Dude, I was just hoping for the roll away or something, dude. I thought that would have been great.
Oh, by the way, did you notice the song that the guy was listening to as he was getting impaled?
Yes.
Okay, give it to me because I was trying to figure it out and I just couldn't.
Prince of Darkness by Alice Cooper.
Thank you. And I think that's probably going to end up taking best song.
Which is a great tune, too.
Oh, yeah. Name me one bad Alice Cooper song. I'll tell you you're wrong.
I like that.
I love Alice Cooper. He's thinking.
Identity Crisis.
Identity Crisis?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Look
it up.
All right.
It's not one of my favorites. I can tell you that.
You know what is my favorite, though, dude?
What's that?
Oh, about that. All the amazing stuff sold by our sponsors.
Yeah.
So, Chad, if you don't mind, we're going to take a quick little. Oh, my Lord. I fucking love it.
Oh, that's great.
So, hold on, Gorehounds. Here we go. We're going to listen to our sponsors and go buy their shit. Go buy it now.
Do it and buy it up.
The man in the chair is working his magic.
I think we might have to do away with that flashing logo.
Hey, you. Hey, listener. Yes, you. The sad sack sitting there listening to this awesome podcast. You know why you look like shit? Well, that's because you aren't wearing Project Louder merch. It's a proven fact that wearing Project Louder merch increases your likelihood of not looking like shit by at least 35%. And let's be honest, you should take it where you can get it these days. So head on over to projectlouder.net and click on the merch tab. Pick up some hot fucking swag and start looking like the winner you truly are.
Hello there, creepy ghouls. Do you like spooky things and horror movies? Then Cabin 13 has the stuff for you. Check out their selection of horror-themed props, bins, busts, action figures, collectibles, and more. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Be sure to visit cabin13.com and buy something, or I'll kill you!
Marcio Charlie's Horror Costume Studios. Premium hand-sculpted latex masks, butts, and hoods. Everything is handmade and painted by Marcio himself. Be sure to check out his wide range and selection of products over at Facebook and Instagram at Horror Costume Studios. Oh, hello. Do you know about Project Laudo? Well, let me tell you. Project Laudo is home to 16 of the finest podcasts a nerd could possibly procure. They have a show for everyone. Whether you're into horror films, modeling, comics, 90s kid shows, or that weird tentacle-filled subgenre you search for at 3 in the morning. So head on over to projectlaudo.net and treat yourself to something truly exquisite. Graveyard Classics. Horror-themed tees and posters, professional in-house screen printing, and clay prints. Powered by Death Style Art and Graphics. Go see what you can dig up over at graveyardclassics.net. Come on down to Mask by Lance, premium Friday the 13th custom-made hockey mask down there in Tennessee by Lance McKinney. Find him on Facebook and Instagram over at Mask by Lance. Go order one now, boy. Yee-hoo!
All right, and we are back.
Hey, if Kaufman did that flashing "They Live" logo, that's fucking fantastic.
Yes, it certainly is.
Did your eyes adjust to it eventually?
I just looked away.
Oh, okay, fair. I just kept looking at it. I was like, yes, consume. Speaking of consuming, and if you heard that sweet T Public commercial, hop on over. We actually got some new merch.
Yes,
in
we
the
do.
Store.
Yeah.
Couple new podcasts, newer podcasts, I should say. We got the Comics and Kaju boys. They got a what is it? It's the South shirt, and we also have Ghoulies Unflushed merch in there. So go check that shit out. Awesome. Chad, I'm sorry, just to pause. I'm just gonna throw out couple more announcements just on top of this shit. Beetle Bros has a new YouTube stuff up. Power Hour will be Thursday. Wicked Wednesday will be back, as well as Rabbit Hole next week, as well as the boss man himself, Mr. TJ Bowser. So, going with that, sir, I will give the floor back to you.
Sounds good, brother man. So, screenwriter John Carpenter is credited as Martin Quatermass. The pseudonym is a homage to Professor Bernard Quatermass, the lead character of the Quatermass experiment. If I have to say Quatermass one more time, shoot me. In the original press notes... Okay. So he picked the name from his favorite sci-fi stuff. And a further nod to Carpenter's influences, the character Wyndham is named after science fiction author John Wyndham, and Anne Howard's character is named after the star of The Wasp Woman, Susan Cabot.
The Wasp Woman?
Yeah, it's an old 1959 movie.
Yes, and it does exist.
Yo, quick side note. Are we ever going to like dip back into like 50s horror and stuff like that? Like 50s sci-fi shit? Anything like that?
I mean, we could.
I mean, is there ever that chance? I've been asked before. I've said I'm not opposed to it, but I said
I'm not opposed to it either. I would love to watch the original House on Haunted Hill for everyone sometime.
It would be cool to do. Why not?
Dude, that's definitely the ones because those are the ones that we can look up for on free domain. You know what I mean? See if we can actually do the watch alongs.
I'd tell you guys got any suggestions? Give us all a little shout out. Let us know.
Absolutely.
Just on Facebook, tell us what you got, and we can see what we can do.
Yeah, definitely. So continuing on, the parts played by Donald Pleasance, Victor Wong, and Dennis Dunn were written specifically for them by John Carpenter due to his enjoyable prior collaborations with them.
You can see that, of course.
The recurring dream was shot on video and filmed off of a television screen.
Dude, I loved that.
Talk about.
I was so happy when you finally get the full at the end. You knew that was going to it was going to be right towards the end or at the very end, you were going to get that full vid. But.
So speaking of the ending, do you guys think that was just a dream, or do you think that everything that they did kind of made it come to pass and it was unavoidable?
I think it was unavoidable, and literally everything that they tried to do to avoid it, literally set the path for what was supposed to happen.
Yeah, I agree with that as well because there's just no way. It set it up way too perfectly.
What there's some kind of quote like that. I'm trying to fucking remember. It was like, usually you meet your destiny on the path to avoid it. So that kind of goes hand in hand. I mean, I should have said we probably should have been like spoilers, but I think this deep into the podcast,
it don't.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's a spoiler.
No, really.
Fair enough. But
Right, so
that video was sweet, dude.
Yes.
Yeah. Alice Cooper states he was directed to act emotionless and brain dead by John Carpenter. The street people were soulless.
And I feel he did a very good job with that.
Oh yeah, he has that distant look in his face the whole time. It's perfect.
Why was he so pale though?
Well, I'm guessing it was just makeup because his hands weren't as pale as his face was.
Right, and that's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, why didn't they make his hands that? Like, if he was supposed to be like albino or something, like, why didn't they make his hands white too?
They probably didn't think about it.
Probably.
Or it was just like they let Cooper do his own thing, and he's like, I'm still wearing makeup. Fuck off.
That could be.
I mean,
that's a pretty good question.
For a budget of $3 million, we can't do the hands.
Like I said, dude, maybe it was his own. Like, you know what? I want to do this, and Carpenter's like, "Fuck it, do it."
Who's going to say no to Alice Cooper?
Right?
Nobody.
We're not worthy.
This is John Carpenter's first film that he made independently since Escape from New York. Not only because of the box office failure of Big Trouble in Little China, but also his frustration was from working with the studios.
And I love Big Trouble, dude.
That is in my top 10.
It's a fun little movie.
It is, man. Like, it's so ridiculous. It's so off the wall, and it's so amazing. Like,
anytime I'm flipping through the channels and I see it's on, I sit there and watch it.
If you're a fan of Mortal Kombat and you have never seen that movie, you need to do yourself a fucking favor.
Yes.
I know I've said this before, but I feel like we got robbed of the perfect crossover movie. Could you just think Big Trouble in Little China versus The Golden Child?
That would be fun.
Was that supposed to happen?
No, but can you imagine if it did? Did Bobby freeze?
Here.
Whoa, Bobby like stroked the fuck out.
Yeah, we're kind of losing Bobby. Bobby, refresh, buddy.
Oh shit, am I not back?
Dude, you were like, wow.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Well, let's wait for Bobby to refresh before we come back and finish these behind the scenes.
Yeah, dude. Like, oh man. So let's talk. We'll see. We can talk a little bit about the movie then, man. So
yeah,
like I said, first time for me to watch. I don't want to go too much because I don't want. I'm trying not to like dip into our questions for later. But no, man, like it was an interesting watch. Like I said, and it definitely fit with the aesthetic of They Live, even though that came after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
And They Live is definitely a little bit more action based. I think I enjoyed that one a little bit more per se than this.
Well, They Live was his whole anti-capitalism. This was like,
right.
The end of the world is coming, and there's no way you're going to stop it.
Which I'm still fine with. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was this. It was weird because like it wasn't slow, but it was in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like we still got our Atkins light, and he still got laid in 20 minutes, dude. And like you got this weird setup of like you got two lazy-eyed motherfuckers talking about some weird like devilish. Did you notice that too? By the way, they had opposite lazy eyes. I don't know if that was supposed to be a thing or not, but I was just like that. Like distracted me for the first 5 minutes. Probably.
It's my internet. I am hardwired in. I don't know.
Shit, internet. He says.
I don't know what's going on here. I'm hardwired in tonight.
Ooh, yeah, you are, baby.
I will take care of it.
All right.
My bad.
So we got Bobby back, Chad.
All right, so we can continue on. John Carpenter states he set out to make a film that was atmospheric and dreadful. At the time, he was noticing a lot of derivative horror films and wanted to try something new involving quantum mechanics and religion.
I will say he was actually successful with that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, man. So let me ask you this. Did you guys get Doom vibes from this shit? Because that's exactly what I did. I was like, this is literally how Doom starts. Like they're fucking with some demon shit, dude, with electronics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like shit goes
haywire. I agree with that.
And that's why I hated the movie, because it completely did away with the whole demons aspect of Doom.
What's that?
The movie Doom. Yeah. Not this movie. Doom, the movie.
Did you watch Annihilation?
No.
It's a little cheesy, but I think you would like it a lot more. It's more true to the Doom.
Nice. Yeah, I'm
TJ
not
would
a fan
agree
of-
on that. I guarantee. I still like the Rock one, dude. Don't get me wrong. Like I still enjoy it as a shitty like
that was a good
Saturday
movie,
movie, but
The only good thing about it was Carl Urban himself, because
absolutely,
he's
dude.
just fucking awesome. He's the best.
That and it literally the whole first person section, dude, which I literally was just like, bah, the whole
That
fucking
was
time in my
so
seat, dude.
bizarre, though.
No. Oh my god, dude. Me. When did that come out? 2004, 2005. So I was probably like fucking 19, 20. And dude, when it goes into that first person mode, I was literally like edge of the fucking seat, hard as fuck, dude. Just, you know what I mean? Just like, give me a whole movie like this. And then we finally got it in like 2015 when we got fucking Hardcore Henry, which was great. But yeah, TJ agrees. Annihilation gives me it is, dude. I got the biggest like excitement from that movie when they bring in the key cards. Because when they bring in the key cards, dude, you know what I mean? Like
in the new one, you mean?
In Annihilation, they talk about the big color-coded key cards, dude. And I'm just like, yes. Like, you know what I mean? It's just one of those like sweet, stupid things. It's so good, so good. He's back, everybody.
It's fucking
back again.
Fucking internet tonight. Jesus Christ.
Dude, listen, you gotta clear your history after the porn.
I don't use this.
You got to go incognito mode. Then you got to
incognito mode.
I don't touch this for that. Anyway.
Okay, so continuing on, I already mentioned, listen to Prince of Darkness. Okay, the genesis of the project came from Deborah Hill describing a dream she had of a vague dark figure exiting a church, which filled her with dread. John Carpenter developed the story around this idea in hopes of recreating the fear Hill really felt. Clear the porn, Bob.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck. Welcome back, buddy.
They used mercury for the scenes for reaching through the mirror shots, and I'll get to that a little later. On the audio commentary of the DVD, John Carpenter and Peter Jason talk about the scary masks that were already prepared for the movie, but were unfortunately destroyed in a fire while filming. So maybe we would have actually seen some actual zombies.
Oh,
You know, that is one thing, like when that one girl does turn, I was kind of expecting the same thing to happen to the other ones to look like demons. Welcome.
Maybe that was probably the original plan, and like it says here, the
No, you're talking about the one that actually became the
devil.
Yes,
yeah.
the other ones I was expecting to look like demon children because the father's coming. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. It's,
first one of the series.
That's why I said like zombies. I feel is kind of loose fitting, but I guess it does work. I don't know. Zombified.
Yeah.
Maybe more voodoo zombie esque. Maybe that.
Maybe.
Okay. I could go with that one.
Okay. So Dennis Dunn and Victor Wong worked together with John Carpenter on Big Trouble in Little China. Yes. Donald Pleasance worked with Carpenter on Halloween and Escape from New York.
Mm-hmm.
This was the first time that Peter Jason worked with him, and they'd worked together again on They Live, In the Mouth of Madness, Village of the Damned, Escape from L.A., and Ghosts of Mars.
Damn.
So he was with him for the latter part of his career.
Yes. Through the good and the bad, I guess.
I didn't know Carpenter did Village of the Damned.
Yeah,
that was
I didn't know that.
95.
Yeah, 95.
Yeah, I remember watching it when it came out, and that was about it. It's kind of
This is the first time that Gary B. Kibb worked as a direct DP for John Carpenter. Since then, they've worked together on every movie except for in Memoirs of an Invisible Man in 92 and The Ward in 2010.
Ooh. All right. Can't say I've seen either one of those.
Don't.
Yeah, I've heard Memoirs of an Invisible Man is pretty dumb.
Yeah, it is.
Fair enough.
It was his
But then again, there's a lot of people that like Ghosts of Mars, and I hated that too.
So I own it. I hate it, but I bought it not watching it from the $5 bin. So you know what I mean? It's kind of one of those.
At least you're only out $5.
Right. I spent $5 on way worse, dude.
Yeah. I think we all have.
Oh yeah.
Shitty hand jobs. Anyways,
Jason suggested having the 7 people who return as zombies represent the 7 deadly sins, but Carpenter nixed it as it would have required too many rewrites.
You would have had to have like another like hour fucking movie to just like kind of explain that.
Yeah.
You really would have, actually.
The church basement is actually in a big rundown building in Long Beach that used to be a popular ballroom. It was falling apart during production, and the cast and crew had to sign waivers stating they would not sue if anyone was injured.
Huh. Imagine that. You can't sue because you got fucked up on set.
Yeah, right. So like we ain't taking liability.
TJ will like this. John Carpenter first met Alice Cooper at WrestleMania.
No shit.
And the former shared his desire to be in a horror film. Carpenter said okay, but only if he could use Cooper's impaling gag from his onstage shows.
Talk about a deal made right there.
Okay, so going back to the mirror thing. The mirror gag was accomplished in part by using mercury. They drained the poisonous material from their on-set hydraulic dollies and cranes and used it for the bit where the character dips her fingers and hand into the reflective pool. They return the mercury back into the machinery afterward. Due to mercury being highly toxic, the arm is a prosthetic. The reverse of the shot, with the character's fingers poking through into the darkness, was shot inside a covered swimming pool.
See, talk about having to get innovative. Today, that would have been just CGI. Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looked like shit.
Too true. The film was budgeted at $3 million, shot in 30 days, and was Carpenter's return to horror after Starman and Big Trouble in Little China.
Wow, 30 days?
30 days.
Dude, I was impressed when we were talking about Near Dark at like 42 days or whatever the fuck it was. Holy shit.
Yeah, and they had, 30 days of night shots just for that.
Yeah, it was like 7 days, day shots. Everything else was night.
Pretty much.
Fuck.
According to Lisa's translation, the glass cylinder was buried in the Middle East some million years ago by Father Satan, the anti-god. What?
Not
Have you seen that, Hayes?
Yeah. TJ.
Okay.
TJ's fucking around over there.
TJ's playing.
TJ's sending us his Morse code. Okay, so the glass cylinder was buried in the Middle East some millions of years ago by the anti-god, a god that ruled planet Earth. He was exiled by the human race, although before that he sealed his own son, Satan, waiting for the right time to come back. Following the same translation, Jesus Christ was an extraterrestrial of human shape who came from another world to protect the human race from anti-God, gaining power between the humans to fight Father Satan and hide the glass cylinder that imprisoned Satan until the time when the human race possessed a level of technology advanced enough to defeat him.
Damn.
That's actually pretty deep.
And that's very, very Lovecraftian right there.
Oh, yeah. Big time. That's
Okay, so, and lastly, this is interesting. There's a television version that's slightly re-edited, suggesting that all that takes place in the film is just a dream that Jameson Parker's having. It begins after the opening credits. There's a new shot showing Parker's house from the outside. The theatrical version opens with a shot of Parker trying to perform a card trick. At the beginning, after Parker watches on TV a program reporting the discovery of a new supernova, the narration goes on talking about the death of a millionaire and the discovery of a religious book in his library.
Yes.
All mentions of the dead priest, the Brotherhood of Sleep, the member of the Brotherhood of Sleep who took care of the church, is deleted.
Oh, wow, really?
So you don't even mention the priest. And during the whole film, there are new inserted sequences showing Parker sleeping and dreaming in his own bed.
Oh, shit.
Well, I guess that would make sense. That would be the easiest way to get rid of that because that was the whole tie-in of them. Like the Brotherhood of Sleep all had that same dream because that's where they, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, the TV version implies that it's all a dream, not just the dreams tying them.
No,
all
I like.
together.
No, fuck that, dude. Give me the bleak end. Give me the bleak shit, dude.
Yeah, I'll take.
I agree.
The bleak end. I want.
I like the fact that it was all for naught, and they were literally played to set it up how it should have ended. Like, perfect.
All right, so that's everything I got, guys.
Sweet, sweet titties. All righty.
Titties.
So, big questions. Big questions. All right.
Go for it.
So, I said it I mentioned it a little earlier, and I feel like Chad already knows this, but gentlemen, what's the priest's last name? It is mentioned in the movie, but it's not mentioned in the credits. And it's a really easy one. I can't believe they actually did it.
Loomis.
Yep. It's Father Loomis. And I was like, I had to rewind when they said it. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Did they really?
I don't even remember them saying it.
Dude, it was like literally, I want to say maybe in the first 30 minutes or so, I feel it's like when they're talking, when they first get to the church, like as they're all like the groups are like meeting up together or something like that. Like it was just weird. And I didn't believe it because I tried looking for it again the next day and it took me forever. I'm like, I couldn't fucking find it. I'm like, did I hallucinate that shit? Dude? I looked it up, dude, and it is in there. Like I had to actually like deep search for it, but yeah, they went with Father fucking Loomis, dude.
Oh, they're not wrong.
Right. So here's one. Why didn't the fucking priest wash his goddamn hands after the nasty homeless woman touched him? Ew.
I was wondering that too.
He was probably thinking, I
don't even give a shit, dude. She had maggots in her cup, man, and she was like feeling on his fucking coat and everything. Like, if I walked in there and somebody was like, "Hey, I'm like, nope, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back." You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I kind of thought that too.
So let's see here. And so what do you think the demonic fluid tastes like?
Mountain Dew.
What'd you say? Mountain Dew?
Mountain Dew. It looks like it.
The way they gagged, I feel it would be really gross.
Well, gag reflexes, you know.
Well, I mean, unless it might have hit that little dangly thing.
It probably tastes like somebody just threw up in your mouth.
Dude, like, just bleh. And I loved how it's just a straight shot, dude. Like you're like a fucking Dilophosaurus or something. You know what I mean? Like it's not even like they're like hawking a loogie or something, dude. Like they all of a sudden like have some like spray fucking mechanism.
It's like a fucking spitting cobra on acid.
Yeah, dude, right? Holy shit, man. Like I said, and the fact that the puddle got that cum shot at that distance, dude, and like you know what I mean? And they talked about it. They're like, wow, it registered on the thing. It shot something in such precision. Now that I said that, go back and watch that scene, dude. It's just going to be...
I'm never going to see it in the same
No, you won't.
Again.
You're going to be like, you motherfucker.
So there are lots of money shots in this.
There really is, man. Like, well, there's the first money shot, and then she goes and swaps it into the Asian lady's mouth, which, you know, you've seen them many a times, I feel, in some adult films. And yeah, so on. And so forth. Other than that, gentlemen, I don't think I have any more big questions, unless you got any.
I got nothing for this film other than it was, you know.
No, I don't think I have any questions.
All right. So moving on, let's hit the big show questions here.
All righty. So what format did you watch it and how was the quality?
DVD.
Oh, look at you. I actually watched it per Mr. Chrisman's recommendation on Peacock.
As I did as well. And it wasn't terrible.
No, dude, I actually thought it was a very clean copy. If I thought it was 1080, but I could be wrong.
I would have to check. I don't think it even said, to be honest.
It didn't, but I'm just saying just for like how clear it really, I don't know. I thought it was really well.
And I got to say, the commercial breaks weren't terrible either.
No, I honestly think I got maybe 4.
Yeah, they're each between 25 and 45 seconds long, roughly.
Yeah, so you get like 4 for like an hour and a half movie. That's not really
that's not bad at all.
Commercial breaks here.
Well, listen, man. Some of us, you know, we got to help our gorehounds out there, man. Some of them, you know, like us.
We got to make that sacrifice.
Right. We're going to find where the fuck we can do it. Like we brought it up next week. That is going to be a new thing. We're going to tell you exactly where to find this shit so we can fucking find it.
I even added that to the show notes, if you noticed.
Did you really?
I did. It's at the very bottom, right after the rating.
I love you. Thank you. Perfect.
Okay, so douche of the movie, gentlemen.
Ooh. This was a tough one.
It could be the priest because he kind of dragged them into this.
Yeah, and when things went down, he just kind of ran and hid and just kind of left everybody else off to fend for themselves.
Yeah, and then
he really did
say Victor Wong because he dragged his students into this.
Well, I mean, okay, so the priest, even I understand what you're saying that he did drag, and he did probably, him and the teacher both brought people in this without saying anything, which is wrong. You know what I mean? That's always what, like, the biggest fuck up you could ever do in any movie. But you try telling somebody right off the bat, listen, we're going to try to go prove the existence of fucking demonic life with technology.
Yeah, I can fully understand the need for secrecy there, just
Correct.
in case somebody, told the media or something.
Right, or like outed you to the dean, and all of a sudden, like you're fucking you know what I mean? Like,
all right, I could see that. All right, I'm gonna go. So you know something, priest for me.
He did ditch. He ditched pretty hard. I don't know though, man. I would say either that or the dude with the rockin' fucking mullet that ended up getting killed out in the alleyway.
I'm going to disagree with you both and go with what's his face from Big Trouble in Little China.
The teacher?
No. Wang from Big Trouble in Little China, because he was just a flat out dick.
He was, dude. Like he was hitting on the Asian girl, but he was hitting on her like so mean, dude. Like,
yeah, and he's like, "Oh, hey, did anybody tell you could pass for Asian?"
So what the fuck was that, dude?
I don't understand, but that was just weird as fuck.
Yeah, I didn't get that at all. That must have been some weird 80s joke, dude, that just missed me completely because I was just nope.
Until he said that, I'm like, wait, she wasn't?
But I don't know if they just wrote him that way because he also talks about like Chinese food a lot. Like I feel like they stereotyped him really bad, dude. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't.
He looks at her and goes, "If I don't come back, you can have my Porsche." What the? You ain't got it yet.
That's true because he even said he's like, "Wait, why did I do this? Oh yeah, to be 40 and a millionaire." That's right.
Yeah,
like,
he was a dick.
You know what? I think I'm gonna have to agree, dude. That it was a toss up between the priest and him, but I feel like the priest, once again, the priest put himself in a situation where he knew it was going, but then like he got to the point where he freaked out and couldn't handle it. He tried to come back and redeem himself. I get it, but I would have to go with Juan, dude.
I like how he takes all the credit. I stopped. Fuck, you did not.
Right. Technically, dude, he's the one who fucked it all, man. If he didn't break the mirror, Atkins Light could have pulled her potentially out, and she would have been good to go. You know what I mean? Like,
and then they could have broke the mirror.
Yeah,
correct. Had a totally different ending, but
And it kind of begs the question of how they come back at the end.
Yeah, I was wondering that too, actually.
And why is she not all fucked up like the other bitch was?
Yeah, why is that?
There's a lot of questions that we'll never know.
Well, because I would have, just my assumption, I assumed she came back. She was possessed by the father at that point, not by Satan. You know what I mean? Like,
right? Yeah, that's probably the most likely answer, but who knows?
But how she got out after 12 years? Right? Because the video was 1999. Dude, if there's anything like that nods to that in Mouth of Madness, I'm gonna be so happy.
Find out soon enough.
I guess
2 weeks, buddy. 2 weeks.
So we got douche of the movie. So favorite kill, gentlemen. I might have to go with bike stab just because it was kind of like original and weird. But I don't know, man. The chair one where the dude breaks the chair and stabs his own neck was also pretty
Actually,
that's what I was thinking too.
Like, that's not a sharp object by any means.
No, it's not.
And he just was fucking rubbing that shit, dude. It's not like he was stabbing. He was like trying to cut it like a fucking knife.
He was sawing his own neck open.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm taking that one.
That was a pretty.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with that one.
And it was kind of I would say the bike kill because finally it was the first kill. And that's what I was just waiting for. You know what I mean? Like, come on, give me something. And you finally got it. You're like, okay, here we go. But they always got to go for the nerd first. You know what I mean? You're like this.
Always.
And honestly, though, weren't they all nerds?
Yes.
I don't know, man.
One nerd got laid.
Dude, it's the mustache, bro. That shit was on point.
Fucking great value, Tom Atkins.
I feel he's a little better than Great Value, though. You know what I mean? Like, he's not terribly cheesy, where it's like he's like a young Tom Atkins. You know what I mean? He hasn't found his full swagger yet.
All right, I'll give you that.
He grew the mustache, but the confidence isn't there.
Yeah. For movie, confidence would have been wonderful.
But the shoulders and the pecs were, so that's why they got him.
Yes.
Oh, man. So favorite kill, yeah. I'm going to have to say bike for me. It was Alice Cooper and he was involved. It was a nice little splatter effect. It's weird. So from that, gentlemen, we are going to go to our favorite scene.
Well, that's not an easy one.
Television sequence when you see the figure coming out, any one of those.
So like when you finally get to the end and you get to see the whole. I mean, that was definitely. You were definitely built up for that the whole time, so it was definitely nice to see it. I don't know if I think my favorite scene though.
I love the whole movie. Just the way it looked, it was really.
I think I got to go for favorite scene. The whole part where the reanimated mullet guy talks to them from out the window, and then he just
all the bugs.
He just disintegrates into bugs.
Oh yeah, that is such a great.
It makes you question: were the bugs talking, or were the bugs using his vocal cords to help make him talk?
Probably used.
Like that's pretty fucked up either way.
that was a pretty cool scene.
I wish we got more of that, dude. Like that would have
right.
That would have been
like I could see a whole movie of killer bugs doing that.
So I think I like the whole scene of when oh my god, I forgot her name. But the blonde girl there that literally like takes in the entire ceiling of liquid to become
yeah.
And Wong's literally just watching her like through the fucking just that whole like because I love that whole like him going into that. I liked how they did the weird like top-down shot, and I was like, ooh, this looks cool. And they kind of went back to it a little bit, and just the whole like him having to be the middleman of like watching all the shit go down, but everybody else still in the other room, like just trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Like I don't know, it was cool just because just thinking of it from a pan. If you saw that in a panoramic shot, dude, like that'd be cool. You know what I mean? Like one room going right to the other, which kind of did, but not in that fashion.
All time.
You know, that's probably what Kunde would have done.
It's very possible, dude.
We'll never know.
Man, if Kunde fucking is behind that, ooh. Now I'm just thinking. But no, I'm gonna have to say the whole like her getting possessed, pregnant, whatever the fuck that was, like her metamorphosis scene, I guess.
All right,
but you got some cool practical, you know, you got some nasty, weird, like Freddy Krueger looking effects and shit.
Yeah, we did.
You do with the face blotches.
Oh yeah, dude. And I loved how her whole skin vibe and everything was that, but her hair was still normal. Like her hair didn't change by any means.
Like perfect, except her face and her hands.
Yeah. There was definitely something very creepy about that. I don't know why, to me at least.
How the father of Satan works.
Right. All right. So, did the opening scene hook us in?
Yes, actually.
Yeah, I guess so.
Now, I'm assuming when we're talking opening scene here, we're talking about the long duration of opening credit scene, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
We're talking a solid 5 minutes of credits. So anybody who hasn't seen this, buckle the fuck up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I was just like, all right, is this over? No. And it's not like Monty Python bad by any means, but that's supposed to be bad, you know?
Right.
But no, it was. I would say it hooked me in, dude, because like the music and just the tone and just the weird little setting and you got a priest dying within the first 30 seconds of the fucking movie, and he's like, oh,
it's literally the opening scene.
Yeah, you're just like, you're like, oh, he didn't reach the what was it, the diocese or whatever the fuck he was trying to talk to.
Yeah, he was supposed to have a meeting.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh. You're like, yeah, he was always here. He protected over the church, and he went in this room every day. Dun dun. And you're just like, all right, we're fucking in it.
We're in this now.
Yeah,
it's a pretty good way to explain it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it was fast paced by any means. So if you're listening to me the way I just said, don't expect it like that exactly.
Yeah, expect the way John described it, but drawn out over 5 to 10 minutes.
Correct. But still good. Still sets up the character for priest.
Yes.
I love it's just priest. Father Loomis. And you get the classmates and all the other good shit. So, all right, on to one of our favorite questions. Best tits,
redhead.
Hottest girl, best dick. You going with redhead? Okay. I think Chad's conflicted. I'm probably going to go with Chad's other confliction choice myself. I'm going to go with the Asian lady because I thought she was.
It's a toss up between three of them for me.
Three of them.
You got the redhead.
You're going to go with the radiologist chick, aren't you?
Yes.
She
She was.
She was. Yeah, she was
Very
strangely hot.
Yeah, she's very married.
Very married.
Very married.
No, I just always like very
right? Yeah, but he was still being a fucking creeper in the doorway, dude. Like, you know.
Yeah, right.
He's one of the dudes that's like, just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score. You know what I mean?
I have literally never heard that expression. That's great.
Oh no? Well, now you have.
Wow.
Welcome. We're dealing with
44 years. I don't think I've ever heard that phrase.
Well, now you can expand that on to somebody else and make their day.
Oh wow! I'm gonna have to bring that up tomorrow at work and let the guys hear that. They'll get a kick out of it.
Good shit. Good shit. So yeah, I'm gonna say, man, dude, the radiologist was cute though, but I'm gonna have to go with the Asian girl. I wish I knew her name. Unfortunately, I do not.
I'll have to look up what else she's been in because she looked really familiar.
And I mean, dude, I have to go fucking Jameson Parker as Brian Marsh, man. You know what I mean? Like, he's a handsome dude. He had that sweet stash. He is
stash, yeah.
Stash, dude. He had a good old physique.
It's the next best thing to Tom Atkins.
Yes.
Literally. He just doesn't have the
swagger,
the refined taste that is.
No, not fully anyway.
Dude, every time I think of Atkins, though, I need that Halloween 3 shirt. God damn it. I need it so bad. If you think Halloween 3 sucked, it's because Tom Atkins slept with your mother.
That is a great shirt to have.
So good.
Since we're talking about Tom Atkins, what would you guys say is your favorite Tom Atkins film?
Night of the Creeps.
Well, I haven't seen them all, so I don't know. I can't judge. I haven't seen Night of the Creeps, and that's what I put it on my list for next year.
That's a damn good one.
I mean, dude, I liked him in Maniac Cop. I liked him in Halloween 3.
The My Bloody Valentine remake, too.
Why I like it.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Man, I haven't watched that in a minute. Fucking Jensen Ackles there.
Oh, by the way, Supernatural ends this week. I'm very sad about that.
How many seasons?
15.
And they like split this last one, right? They split it weird or some bullshit. Because was it COVID that actually split it?
Oh yeah. It was supposed to have been over back in like May. It was supposed to be the finale, and of course, they only had a handful of episodes left to film. Like they had all but 2 or 3 of them were completely filmed and just waiting on special effects, music, stuff like that. And then COVID shut everything down. So they just said, you know what, screw it. We'll just finish it with what we have, and we'll pick it up next season.
How long is going to be the last episode? Is it going to be like one of those like 2-hour bitches, or is it?
It says it's 2 hours, but I think the first hour is like behind the scenes stuff. And then like the actual episode itself is an hour.
Man, give you like the good you know what I mean? Like that good finale that you need.
Well, this is actually a wrap up of the whole series. Like they did the season finale last week.
Okay.
That wrapped up the story.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes.
So this is just filling in the blanks, pretty much the last couple episodes of everything. Like,
yeah, they said when they talked about it, they said the next to last episode is a season finale, and then the final episode is the series finale. So it's going to wrap up everything.
Gotcha. Hot damn, dude! I am so far behind on that shit.
I never sat down for it, so
I got, dude. I can't remember, man. Like once they killed off Bobby, I kind of got pissed off. So I was like, I'm fucking done with this for a little bit. I mean, I watched the episodes where he came back as a ghost and shit, but I was like, it's not the same. Not the same.
Well, then they went to a alternate reality and found another Bobby.
Right here.
So they mixed the show with Sliders.
Kind of. Yeah, there was this post-apocalyptic world. Bobby was still alive. I don't know if you remember Charlie, but she was still alive.
Oh, Charlie Day?
Yeah, Felicia Day, yeah.
Or, yeah, Felicia
Day.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, but yeah, she wasn't still. She just wasn't the same Charlie.
Yeah, they do kill off a lot of people on that show. I mean, the brothers themselves have been killed off like up to 1 million fucking times. But I love the episodes.
I think they've been killed at least 5 times each.
I mean, unless you count the one episode specifically, like the Groundhog's Day episode, where they literally kill Dean every fucking 2 seconds.
That was one of my all-time faves. That was so fun.
All right. We got to get on with these questions. Here.
Yeah, we could do a whole Supernatural episode.
Bobby's like, distractions. No. All right.
Bring it going.
Bringing it back.
Okay,
So,
did the score set the mood? Abso-fucking-lutely. Love it. It's one of Carpenter's best.
Said it perfectly.
and
Yes.
not to bring up Doom again, but that's instantly what I kept thinking of, dude. I'm sorry, man. I was literally thinking old school 90s first person shooter, just like that fucking Duke Nukem, Doom. Like, it's just that perfect, like, synth, dude. I don't know. That's why it works so well in They Live, man. It's just a great action film. But
I haven't thought about Duke Nukem in a hot minute.
I mean, they literally steal the line from They Live in that, where it's I here to kick ass and chew bubblegum and a lot of
Actually,
bubblegum.
yeah, they did.
Shake it, baby. Bobby, did you ever play Duke Nukem, the old school? Duke Nukem 3D?
I don't remember.
He's a little young. He might not.
I feel like everybody who's ever played that always remembers the first time you go up to the stripper, dude, and offer fucking money, and you get digital fucking nipples that look like a foot long. They're like, anyways, but yes, excellent score.
Yes.
80s fucking all the way, dude. Loved it.
So best song, it'd have to be, Prince of Darkness.
Alice Cooper.
I feel like we already mentioned that, but absolutely. So favorite character.
I gotta go with Tom Atkins Light,
I'm actually going to go with the teacher, Victor Wong.
Yeah, I kind of liked his character too.
Yeah,
And I'm trying to remember what else I've seen him in besides Big Trouble. I feel
Tremors.
like
He was
that's
also
right.
in The Golden Child.
He wasn't Tremors. He was fucking.
Oh yeah.
He's the dude who actually named Grabloids. Yeah, I'm gonna go him, dude. I liked him anyways, just because like I feel like his lazy eye was just a little lazier. Like he just had that like squint. I don't know if he was trying to do that squint or if he naturally
No,
has it.
that's his natural.
I know, but I feel like there was like some scenes where like he was. I mean, maybe it just is that way, but I don't know. I thought he did a good job, and he still didn't seem like he was like terrible to his students or anything like that. You know what I mean? Not like that other weird doctor that they brought in. That guy who's like, "Hey, fuck you. You'll know when I know."
Yeah, when I know, you'll know.
But I mean, he wasn't a total dick, but you know what I mean. He kind of was a little bit just to his student at the beginning.
A little.
But all right, so what do you got for? Did you guys say favorite character star?
Yeah, we said ours.
Yeah.
I said Victor Wong.
Wrong. Yep. So scary. No.
Not really.
No.
Suspense.
Maybe dreadful. Like
Yeah.
Give you that.
just thinking of how it ends and taking that all into like, oh shit, it was all for naught. Or it wasn't for naught, but they actually like caused it, I guess.
Yeah, I could see that, but it's still not scary though.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I qualified as scary.
No.
I mean, unless you have like a thing against bugs, it could definitely creep you out in a few scenes.
Yeah, that can
Sure.
that can make you feel a little uneasy.
Right, little heebie-jeebies. I mean, it's not like arachnophobia.
Oh,
Yeah, I know,
there's
right?
a reason why that movie has the word phobia in it.
So, does it hold up today, gentlemen?
I would mean
I think so.
I would say yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll give it that it holds up. Yeah.
Like it looked super well. It sounded like, the audio was great. I think the effects hold up really well. The mirror scenes look cool. We didn't get tons and tons of like gore effects, but what we did get was definitely sweet.
Yeah. We got a good little bit of, not everything, but we got a good amount of scenic deaths, I guess we could say.
Right. And I actually like the whole shot alone of just, which will kind of bring us in a little bit down the thing, but just the tube in itself. I I don't know. It just you don't see cool props like that anymore. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the green shit and everything. It looks maybe comical to nowadays. I don't think so, but I could see where it could be.
Yeah.
But weird sludge covered fucking green swirling ooze. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like it's just as cool. You don't see a lot of shit like that nowadays. Like you said earlier,
and you won't.
Crap. And so I would say, yeah, it definitely holds up.
I love how when everybody comes in, they see the canister with the swirling green glowing crap, and like nobody seems to react to it. I walks in and like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, they're just like, okay. Whatever.
Well, I noticed. I mean, I wonder if they actually all like felt that heaviness, like when the father was talking to the teacher there when they were first looking over the book.
Yeah, like,
said, yeah. Did you know? I felt it for over a month now. So I wonder if you're just kind of like taken in by that, like you know what I mean, like instantly come down and they're like,
maybe they probably were, I'm sure.
But I still feel it's weird that they never like told them what they were really trying to like figure out. You know what I mean? They're just like, just run test.
Yeah,
test. Go for it.
Test.
Just go for it.
All the tests that you can think of, fucking do it. So, acting, good, bad, meh.
I think the acting was good for this movie.
Absolutely. It was pretty good.
There was no hammed in. There was no cheesy.
No, they were all pretty straightforward, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah, I would say it was really good.
Cinematography, gentlemen.
I think this was shot fairly well, actually. The lighting. Yeah. Well, I mean, the lighting was, I don't want to say basic, but it fit for what we got.
I did like the outside shots of, like, I like the shots of all the homeless people and everything, especially when you do the couple like window shots, you see them piling up a little bit more. The random shots of bugs I always enjoyed because it helped, you know, especially like, dude, when you first see him, like all the ants on the back of his TV, you're like, how the fuck does he not notice that? Dude? You would notice like a million fucking ants on your TV, but
the shots at the church were pretty cool too.
I liked all the shots of the chamber where the container was, especially before they had all the equipment in there.
Yes, because they had all the candles and all the crucifixes set up. And dude, could you imagine like if you went through and like counted how many crucifixes were in that fucking like just that shot between down the hallway to that room? Holy shit, they were everywhere. And yeah, that just looked cool because like anything in Catholicism, they still like decorate. You know what I mean? Like. It was still put up almost on its own like altar. It still had a red carpet out to it and everything like that. Even understandably, they had all the crucifixes and rosaries and all that shit to try to like maintain it.
Well,
that would look cool, man. Like that would just be a cool like even in a haunted house, man. If you just had like that room set up or something like that.
You know what? We should see if Cabin 13 can make like a little prop of the container with swirling green light.
I bet they fucking could.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Christmas ornament.
Anti-Christmas ornament.
Well, you just said Christmas ornament, but in my head, I was thinking like, imagine if that was your manger scene, was literally just that altar with the fucking green.
See, I'm just thinking of having it as like a lava lamp.
That would also be awesome. Cabin 13, I hope you're listening. Get on that.
Get on that shit. Corey, come on. Listen up.
So, yeah, I thought cinematography is good. And I like last shot, and I kind of mentioned earlier, was the top-down shot. I really enjoyed that. It did come in later into the film, but I thought it was a cool way of, like, transitioning into rooms. And I'm glad they went back to it. It wasn't just, like, a quick, like, 1 10-second shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, that looked cool. Like, no, they went back to it, showed it again, just to kind of show, like, the small, you know, the size of the room in comparison to what he just came from.
Yeah. And the use of the filming the dream sequence from a television screen.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was always such a cool looking shot. Like I said, one of my favorites.
And I like how they tease you with it throughout the whole movie. Just gives you like a little bit more each fucking time because you're like, I want to see it. What the fuck is it, dude? Like the second to the last dream when you finally see the shadow in the doorway, you're just like, and then he wakes up. You're like, no, fuck, dude. So going from that, I would have to say, gentlemen, how did we feel about the premise of this movie?
I loved the bleak ending, so absolutely, I loved it.
Yeah, and the pretty hot take on Jesus being an extraterrestrial.
That was very whoa.
We just saw the boss man for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He looked relaxed.
He did.
Did anybody else catch the hair?
Oh my god, that was beautiful. Mwah.
Classic.
Oh man. Just let everybody know he is alive. He is
alive and well. He's
He
here.
is. I can confirm that. I just saw him the other day.
Yeah, that picture wasn't a fake. Premise though, man, I enjoyed it. Let's use tech to prove that Satan exists. Fuck it. Why not? You sold me. You
had
me ways differently, dude. I would still watch it.
Yeah, I'd still be like, okay, I think you got me here.
Yeah, dude, and I enjoyed the bleak ending. I don't think I would have enjoyed the TV ending so much as Chad described earlier.
Yeah,
it seems kind of like what was the point? You know what I mean? Like,
take it all away.
But yeah, man, you give me the bleak ending, you're like, all right, now we can actually go maybe into a sequel or something, or explaining either after what happens or even in between what happened at the end of that movie and the lead up of the actual, like, when shit goes down in that video.
Mm-hmm. That would be the perfect place for Gore N More.
I mean, that's great. That's great. All true.
All fucking day.
Yeah, right.
Just hoist him over my back. I got him.
Yo, in the sequel, he's gonna get laid. Or no, that was in the first one. He even gets laid, doesn't he?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a long time.
The sequel where it got weird, dude, and they brought him back with voodoo, and he had the fucking, like, the music made him move around and shit. Yeah, it was fucking whatever. So, anyways, gentlemen, we are on to our 3 R's.
Yes.
Cycle, rewind, or remake.
Rewind. Let's rewind it.
I say rewind, but do I?
I'm kind of torn because I almost want a remake / sequel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want a continuation.
Well, that's not, that wouldn't be a remake. That would just be, I'm fine with that.
It'd be a reboot, basically. Maybe we should throw that on there too. Reboot.
Okay.
I'm gonna add that on there.
Right, because remake and reboots are completely different things.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't know if I would think just a continuation leading, like I said, like, I would set it right in the year of 1999 when that video goes down. Like,
yes,
you know what I mean? Like the day or two before that shit, and that's like it all like just unfolds. Or maybe it's one of those things where you start off at the end of 87 and you continue from, you know, one of the characters that are left over. It doesn't even have to be the character. It can be like a character's offspring or some fucking, you know what I mean? Like somehow they're tied to it.
I get what
they go in.
It would be pretty cool in general just to have a sequel. That would be interesting.
Just to see like her get brought back, dude, and like how. I just want that explained. And I don't care if it takes 2 hours to explain it. I want it.
So yeah, just imagine it shows her like walking out at the very end of the film, like she's walking through the doorway, and then the screen just goes black.
Yeah, dude, that'd be fine. Like it'd be awesome. Yo, and imagine like because it was done in the camera style, and I understand this isn't everybody's aesthetic, but being that is in '99, you could easily still do it as found footage camera style.
True.
Actually, yes, you can, because it
very
really
true
would work out perfectly, especially with that look.
Or you can do it. You could do it a mix. You know what I mean? You could do legit and the cam, and then that would explain why they're trying to like send the camera images back through the the brainwaves and shit.
Do it as a mix then. Don't do it all just one.
That's fine. All right, let's go with that then.
All right.
So keep it the same. Give us a sequel.
Yes.
All right. So gentlemen, we already have Brody / TJ score of a 3.5. So let's give this bad boy a rating. Yeah, what do you got?
You know, I am going to side with Brody and TJ and give it a 3.5. I think that's a pretty solid score for this.
Okay. Bobby, what you got, brother?
I'm actually going to go a little lower. I'm going to give it a 3.0.
You're giving it a 3.0. All right. And I want to give it. Oh. Like I said, it was good. It wasn't great. Acting was good. Setup was good. You know, I feel not to jump on the bandwagon, but I feel like 3.5 does feel like kind of where it needs to sit. Like it's above, you know, it's a little bit above average. So we're gonna give that another 3.5. And that will give us a score of 3.37.
All right, 3.37. That's very solid.
All righty. So moving on from that, because we are done with the topic of the day, we're going to talk about what we are going to watch next week. And
oh boy,
this is going to reel in our boss man back to the show. And like Chad just mentioned, Bloodhook.
We are going to be watching the Trauma classic Bloodhook. And I say classic because I have never heard of this fucking film before.
Nope. And the only
until PJ talked about it.
Yep. No, I have heard of this film, but never watched it.
I'm ready for this film. That's all I'm going to say. I haven't seen it.
It's a Trauma film, and it's from the MST3K creators. So don't expect Silence of the Lambs. This is definitely going to be lowbrow for the
We're talking
pure intent of
80s Trauma, dude. Like
80s Trauma was intentionally bad. It was bad for bad's sake.
Oh yeah, they were just like, "Fuck it, how we're gonna push it, and we're gonna push it a little bit more."
Yes,
of course.
So to let you all know, we have found it that it is on Amazon Prime right now that you can rent it.
Yes,
for I believe like $5. We haven't found any other sites yet. We have checked Shudder and Tubi and everything, nothing. But if we do find something else, we will let you know in our discussion group. So pay attention to that. And if you're not part of that, join our fucking discussion group. Look for that on Facebook.
Yeah, we still need to check the Trauma app too. We haven't.
We do need to do that. I personally have never checked that out, so that's going to be a first.
Neither have I, so I got to get on.
Me neither.
Is that through? It's Trauma and Bad Moon. Is that who? Are they like teamed up or some bullshit?
Full Moon.
Full Moon is sorry.
I'll have to look. I'll get on my Roku when I'm done here and I'll look.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Other than that, you guys, you gentlemen, have anything else to talk about this week?
At the moment, I do not.
So, I will say, Code Red announced the release of 1982's The Forest Blu-ray today. That's a shout out from our boss man, Mr. TJ. I will say I finally, and I talked about this with Dear Chadwick last week, I actually finally got to watch Mandy. And I really enjoyed it. I can definitely see where that's not going to be everybody's bag. For sure. It is definitely a trippy fucking movie. I will try to not say anything too like spoilerish because obviously I know Chad hasn't personally seen it.
Not yet.
I don't know about Bobby. Nick Cage is great.
I want to watch it. So
Nick Cage is great, dude. And Shudder actually has like behind the scenes stuff and everything on there, so I want to check that out too because I love that. I mean, I know it's exclusive on there, but let me just say, man, the coloring in that movie and the just all lighting is fucking phenomenal. And if you're a fan of like haunted houses, dude, that use overly obtrusive like red lights where everything is just like super you. Oh my god, dude! Like you will be fucking hard the whole time. It's so good. Yes, very giallo. Coming from the boss man, I would say it's definitely worth a watch. It's a weird movie.
It's Nicolas Cage. That's enough for me. That's enough to get me to watch it.
Yeah, and there's one scene, man, and it's great because this movie, like I said, dude, the cinematography is like weird, and it's a very trippy movie in itself. But there's one scene where like he's getting drunk, and that's all I'll say. But it's only shot from one particular angle in this tiny little like room, and just the colors of that room and just the changing from like each different scene. Oh my god, dude! Like, I can't promise you'll come out saying like that was a fucking masterpiece. I don't personally think it was, but I would definitely give it like a solid like 4.3.
Nice.
Yeah. So And then, of course, I put the next one on my queue right away, dude. Color in Space. Is it Color in Space?
Color from Outer Space.
Color from Outer Space, which I'm very excited to watch that one as well because, dude, who doesn't love a good alien horror movie?
Yeah, it's Lovecraft, so there you go.
Never go wrong with
Lovecraft and Nick Cage, dude. So I'm already like kind of batting for a win. It was great. Man. It was great. If we actually ever cover it, I'd be very happy. And I mean, it is still possible. I know we're still kind of working on our list, maybe, but I can't.
Yeah, I keep flip flopping on what I want to pick. I think I'm just going to completely abandon any type of
theme. That's fair.
And just pick random movies.
Well, I mean,
yeah, I gotta get
kind of had the theme of just we were trying to go generational, essentially. So
yeah, I mean that's easily done though.
Right. Oh yeah.
But we'll figure it out as we go, as we always do.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I would say, yeah, if you haven't checked it out, check out Mandy. It was great. That's all I got, gentlemen. So
I got nothing else at the present time myself.
Nope, same here. Same
Alrighty. So I would say that wraps it up. Thank you for joining us again on another awesome episode, Gorehounds.
It was a pleasure.
A pleasure.
Yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. Everybody that watched on the Facebook stream, on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Share it up, please. Share it.
Share it. Join our discussion group, Gore N More discussion. Post pretty much whatever the fuck you want in there. And yeah, we got a nice little special intro or special outro, courtesy of the boss man himself.
Angel fell for stormy nights. From heaven's glory, spit the earth, raining hell. Whoa, whoa, it feels the night, it feels the groove, it feels what's gonna be. It spits all night, it spits all night, it spits all night for you and me. Prince of Darkness studies the world with hungry eyes. Prince of Darkness, ready to baptize you in light. Born of evil, so bright. Prince of Darkness. He saw the man was just a boy. With a baby smile, he swore the mission of God's creation. Whoa.